Tonight, a 2020 exclusive.
I'm thinking the best way to approach is approach from 3rd Street.
So we go in at level 10.
You're about to hit the streets.
4 out of 20 to control.
Elite teams able to see something we cannot.
She's right outside the market.
Vote 6 at 746.
Spotting counterfeits, the fakes on street corners behind closed doors in shopping malls across America.
You have any weapons on you?
Everything from prescription pills in your medicine cabinet.
And you don't even know for sure if the ingredient's in there.
And our lab tests right here tonight. What's really in those pills when the test fails?
So this is not an approved drug here in America.
Exactly.
To some of those pharmacies with Canada in the name, promising to save you money, we go undercover. Do any of the drugs we order actually come from Canada?
Is there a Canada drug store here?
To the jeans that say made in America.
From China.
To the cosmetics. What's really in that makeup? What are you truly putting on your face?
I'm with 2020 and we're rolling right now.
Everyone in the family. The stunning ingredients inside counterfeit Viagra.
They're actually using like drywall as filler.
To your children, the bike helmet sliced in half, failing the test. To the airbags in the family car. One couple stunned when we put theirs to the test. For nearly a year now, 2020 behind the scenes with the LAPD, the FBI, the LA Sheriff's Department,
LA County Sheriff's search warrant.
Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection, 24 cities, 3 continents, every corner of America. And we were stunned by what we found.
You could be brushing your teeth with trace amounts of antifreeze.
Exactly right.
Good evening. Yes, antifreeze found in that toothpaste. And tonight here, you're about to see it all. The secret facility right here behind us, those counterfeit airbags in cars, one family stunned by the 2020 test. The so-called MAC makeup, what was really in it? Your children, the bike helmets, the stunning test, and even your smartphones. Are they the real thing?
David, you spent nearly a year investigating dangerous counterfeits in every corner of your home, even your medicine cabinet. So many of us in search of cheaper medicine. Those signs for Canada drugs, are they really from Canada? And what are the real ingredients?
And so tonight, it all unravels right before your eyes, starting with everyday prescription medications, dangerous and counterfeit, and hiding in plain sight. On this morning, 6 a.m., the sun just coming up.
All right, guys, we're going to do roll call.
And these undercover agents reporting for duty in a parking lot in Los Angeles.
We have FDA, FBI.
On this day, hunting for fake medicine used by everyday Americans. In this case, medicine to fight arthritis.
And what it is an injectable liquid vial.
And authorities say in some cases, there's something else. The offer of someone who will act as a nurse.
Not only they sell the product, but if you give them extra money, they'll inject it for you.
We're not talking about street drugs like heroin or cocaine. These are everyday prescription drugs in your medicine cabinet.
Worst case scenario.
Allergic reactions and even deaths.
You have seen deaths.
Yes.
They map out their raid.
Greenville southbound on the answer.
First stop, an apartment complex, where inside they think they're going to find counterfeit medicine or pills that came from factories not approved by the FDA. Medicine most of us buy at the pharmacy.
You got everybody on trail.
They arrive. The alleged dealers have no idea. We follow them down the sidewalk, up the stairs, helmets on, guns drawn, unaware what they'll find. And out comes a surprise. 2 middle-aged women, one smiling, and this man, his hands behind his back. And we notice something. They're not young guns out there on the streets, but authorities say that's what makes them believable, trustworthy for people who are looking for cheaper drugs. And what do they find inside that Los Angeles apartment?
When we start pulling these boxes out, it's just a tremendous amount of counterfeit and illicit pharmaceutical drugs.
Boxes of pain pills, vitamins, antibiotics that you need a prescription for in this country. And authorities point to how they hide them. It hit us the moment they opened the door. We could smell the fish.
People are going to look at that and say, wrapped in fish? Why on earth? But that's a stealth way of doing this, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the minute we open the door, the stench of fish. And that's basically to conceal the medicine.
We could hear the investigator groan, overcome by the smell, the packaging.
Is that common that they all come up with ways to get this medicine into the United States?
Absolutely, because the profit margin is huge. Any law enforcement officer opens up a bag and it smells like, oh my God, a fish. They're not going to look any further.
Unless it's you.
That's me.
The suspects arrested, about to be put into unmarked cars. Authorities say this woman claimed to be a former doctor from El Salvador. Tonight, police say her charges are pending.
Does she have a license here in the United States?
She does not.
You can post up here, you can
Across town, they're about to pound on another door. They get their guns a battering ram. They bang on the door. And this is who comes out. And authorities say her husband, then slowly coming down those stairs. And again, if they don't look like the usual suspects, just look at what comes out next. Boxes of illegal and counterfeit medicine, suspected counterfeit prescription drugs, vitamin shots for B12 deficiency, and terramycin, an antibiotic for eye infections, ampicillin for ear infections, amoxicillin for strep throat.
This is how she's out there vending it on the streets.
And as our cameras roll, authorities point to this, what they call her mobile pharmacy, a cart with drugs they believe were shipped into this country. Investigators say they can fetch thousands on a good week. She's under arrest, and her charges are pending. Now the team working at lightning speed.
Can you please show me code 6 at 746 Alvarado, please?
And it's not just apartments and little mobile carts. The next raid, we're with the team as they race into a retail store to find what's hidden in the back.
Right here. Hello, sir. Come here over here a second.
Because inside the store where we see clothes on mannequins, they quickly spot something else.
And there's evidence like insulin syringes up there.
Right underneath that wig, investigators say, look, a box of insulin syringes. And out back behind the store, up these stairs, enough drugs, enough medicine, they say to stock a pharmacy. Just listen to this undercover investigator who asks us to blur his face.
We have no idea what's in them. People injecting each other with these drugs.
Next up, this flea market. They demand this woman pull up the metal door. We're with investigator Brian Wong with the LA Sheriff's Department. He is also a trained pharmacist.
It's actually for pain, and these are tablets that we've been told is actually counterfeit. So if you look at the bottle, the label itself, you can tell it's actually been counterfeited. The labels were printed with an inkjet printer.
Soon, on the move again.
We have a possible target.
And just watch. Here's one of the ways they catch their suspects. That's an undercover agent right there in the red and white shirt, asking where can she find inexpensive medicine. She is told to go into a market. She'll find a man sitting in the back, which is exactly where we go next, following the investigators. And there he is, sitting right there. They ask for amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin?
Illegally sold?
Illegally sold.
And just listen to this investigator straight from American pharmaceutical giant Merck, looking at a product they claimed was made by his company.
Jeez, this is a counterfeit. We don't actually make anything that looks like this.
And we see the ledger book. Authorities see many of these drugs counterfeits, and just look, all of that is cash changing hands. The man in the back now in handcuffs. And not far away, this pharmacy in downtown Los Angeles, allegedly selling antibiotics even if you show up without a prescription. As she's handcuffed, investigators discover in a building around the corner through the lobby, a janitor's closet full of counterfeit and illicit drugs. As this plays out, our cameras also in Compton, California.
So we go in at level 10, ready?
They put on their belts, their tactical gear, up the stairs. And while we're there, a customer shows up.
You sure you want to show me what you got in there?
For arthritis.
For arthritis?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
I usually give her $2.
Okay, well, you got to make sure what you're ingesting, ma'am, okay?
And our team rolling as they discover something else. Investigators say they were selling this arthritis rub for pets. They say the problem is they were selling it for human use.
It's made by Pfizer in Mexico for veterinarian use only.
And what are they selling it for? They're selling this to people?
On people.
We have no idea of knowing what people are putting in their bodies.
And one more stop.
We never know what's going on. Keep your gear on.
An outdoor market. Investigators prepare us. They tell us we will likely hear the whistles. Vendors signaling each other that the cops have arrived. And just listen moments after we get there. There are the whistles and the medicine baking in 100-degree temperatures, prescription pill bottles, heart drugs, injectables, even painkillers, including morphine. And just look at the infant cough syrup we found. This woman arrested and taken away. And we ask, where is all of this evidence, all of this counterfeit medicine coming into this country illegally being taken? They show us the secret vaults, where eventually, they say, the medicine is destroyed. And while we're there, look at this. Investigators say the suspects using their own tools to stamp in the Pfizer name.
These pill pressers, that's the Pfizer logo, where they were actually manufacturing Viagra.
They send those pills to Pfizer to test them. And just listen to what they found in counterfeit Viagra.
They're actually using like drywall as filler.
Counterfeit Viagra with drywall inside. When we come back,
David, you want to come over here?
Sure.
we were not expecting this. Our cameras rolling, you'll see the confrontation, customers saying the medicine made them sick. Also, the counterfeit airbags, the family stunned by our test. The smartphones, is yours a fake? And the cosmetics, what's really in that so-called MAC makeup? What are you truly putting on your face?
I'm with 2020 and we're rolling right now.